Knee bender is a jaw breaker.
All right.
You see Beckett. Fold my man.
We're just
Abram
letting you
Smith
know
out
how the
here.
game went, just by one play.
Bends those knees and explodes with the forearm. I see Abram Smith coming back.
Stopped him in his tracks.
Oof, that was tough.
Dead bodies on the floor.
And that's pretty much how the game went. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the 210 Stockyard. I'm Xavier, your host. And as always, my co-host, Cody, a.k.a. the voice of boys.
What up, y'all? How you guys doing?
And behind me, I do have, once again, our guy on the couch, Richard. Say what's up.
What's up?
All right, so Brahmas finally in the win column, and I called it.
Yep, we knew it was going to happen.
If you saw last week's episode, I called it at the end. I said Brahmas are going to win. I was right.
Yep.
And guess what, folks? We're still in the playoff hunt.
Yep. Hey, we went into the playoffs last year at 7-3. Right now we've got 3 losses. If we just go on this nice little run,
Very doable.
very doable.
Very doable. All right, so from the get-go here, as you can see, did we score on this one?
The next play,
No,
I
next
think.
play we go. But yeah, so from the get-go, Kellen Mond, the offense in control.
Yeah.
Look at this run. So this, folks, this is Aiden Robbins.
Aiden Robbins.
I hadn't heard of him prior to this game.
Honestly, as I was watching it and he said this is his first touch and his first touchdown. So I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go, new guy.
Yeah, I don't mind those stats. Every time he touches the ball, he scores. So
Yeah.
it looks like he's definitely going to be our goal line running back, which more than okay with. He only had 4 carries in that game. I think 7 yards, but 2 touchdowns. So
Yeah.
Aiden Robbins, welcome to the Brahmas. Happy to have you.
It was-
This episode, as always, is recorded in the stream room of the Otaku Cafe. The Otaku Cafe is San Antonio's #1 anime store and arcade. They have figures, plushies, Gundams, trading cards, and weekly tournaments. Stop in, nerd out.
It was such a fun game. They played like a completely different team. I mean, not like a completely different team. It felt
No, I
like
mean, it was.
the work that they've been putting in has slowly been getting them to where they needed to.
Yeah, you
mean-
could see the progress.
Yes.
Yeah, from week 1 to week 4, from going from AJ Smith to, I guess you could say, Wade Phillips, even though he's now gone, but to now Peyton Party. And yes,
It's time to
it's time to party.
party.
That's going to be our new theme, theme song, new theme quote.
You gotta fight for the right.
So that was
to
a bad, that was a bad tackle, or bad, I guess, tackle, by the way. McFarlane gets tackled there, but
It's a great hit, but
he had a good game. I don't care what that hit looked like.
and then another great punt by Brad Wing,
Yep.
sending the defender backpedaling. And this
Brad
fumble,
Wing could have had that.
I was
Should have had that.
so excited for that fumble, and it went right into the defender's hands.
And and just side note, I just realized this too. Like, do you guys realize with the UFL we now get football on Easter?
Do you not realize I have had diarrhea since Easter's?
I think that's awesome, man. To me, it feels like, Thanksgiving everybody gathers and watches football.
Christmas,
There's a football,
basketball,
and an
and football.
NBA game. But to have now pro football, I'm sorry, this is gonna stop me much.
Yep.
This
the punt
80
return for a touchdown.
83-yard return from Matthew Sexton got us going. I mean, we were already going, and then this special teams, offense, defense.
I love how he just looks at the crowd and just like, what? What?
Each phase of the Brahmas team in this game was just going off. And yes, DC still made their plays. They're going to make their plays. I mean, they were 3-0 for a reason, but
But if you notice, their biggest plays were against one singular part of our defense.
Yeah.
That is still the weakest part of our defense and our defensive backs
Secondary.
and secondary. Yeah. So, unfortunately, that happened. But it wouldn't have been as fun to see a shutout. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, this was a very competitive game. I liked it from start to end. Both teams were going at it. Both teams had a chance to win. The Brahmas just came out on top. They were more disciplined, and that was the main thing. That's what I've been bitching about. Sorry, but yeah, I've been bitching about it for the first couple weeks. Is that we needed to clean up our penalties. We were giving games away, allowing teams to stay in it. This is the first game where our opponent was more penalized than we were.
That's. I bet you they worked on that. I'm sure of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm sure of it. They worked on it. It's like, hey, we got to reduce the penalties. Do whatever we can to not have penalties. So,
I told them to clean it up in the last episode, and they listen.
dude, they must be watching your videos, man. I'm telling you, Coach Party probably put it on and go, hey, guys, we got this guy's.
There's the blown coverage, though. But
You
again,
can see that one from a mile away,
yeah,
too.
But that's the only time they scored is by capitalizing off our mistakes. So we still have mistakes. We didn't play a perfect game, but we did clean it up a lot. And again, if this is just the progress that you see from week to week, I think it's going to get even better. I think, honestly, we are seeing just now what and who the Brahmas are and can be.
Yeah, and hey, I mean, it is extremely possible for them to just start clicking and then just go on a run. That's all we need is just a run to start now and to just continue. We have 4 home games coming up and 1 away game for, the next 5 games pretty much.
Yeah, we're finally going on a home game stretch. Yeah.
So I think the crowd needs to show up and be as loud as possible, like always. Like last year, it was awesome.
Yeah,
So,
if we can get, I think we averaged 12 to 15,000, something like that.
but it's been going up this year with attendances, so I'm hoping it's the same here. I don't think there's anything that coincides with it. I don't think there's any kind of big stuff happening here. So, but I was thinking earlier too. So it's like with the passes and the catches and our the secondary not being able to cover as well as the rest of the defense. I was thinking while watching the game, I was like, I almost wanted the defenders to get within the 10, 15 yard line and just let our linemen and linebackers take over.
Yeah.
Because their run game wasn't going. And their short game wasn't going. It was just those long, deep, bad coverage passes.
We completely, I want to say, shut out their run game. Here comes McFarland. Great run.
Great run.
And this is something we didn't see from the Brahmas the first 2 games. And I hate to play the blame game, but I am in this case. I think it was because of A.J. Smith's system. It wasn't utilizing the run. And here we go, Aiden Robbins again.
Second touchdown.
A.J. Smith wasn't utilizing a run game. Under Party, you see a lot more of the run open up the lanes for the passing game. And that's what I'm loving right now. That's the football that I was expecting from the Brahmas this season. So it's finally happening.
And he's just like, whoop, no, you can't touch me. Let me find that hole.
And, this guy played in 3 different colleges. Wasn't really a known...
BYU.
He practiced squad for the Browns. He's 24?
I think so.
So Robbins it looks like he's got a good future ahead of him. I wouldn't be surprised, if his performance stays like he had in this first game, if he gets an NFL invite by the end of the season.
That'd be awesome. It'd just be a bummer losing another good player.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
I mean that's what the UFL's for. So.
Yeah, development. It's like it's like a college team. Every few years the whole team's pretty much change if you're doing things right. You know what I mean?
So there's
Nice
one good
run
run,
back.
and again, that's Abram Smith. He is a very good running back. He was the #1 running back in the XFL in 2023. He was injured for most of last year, so he doesn't have a whole lot of stats. But
Stuff him there.
yeah, but he is a very good running back, and we basically shut him down.
Yeah, and see, that's the play I was talking about last week too, is that the teams we bite too much on the running back for those play action, the run pass options, and so it's like right there,
Quarterback draw.
They jumped on the running back and there was nobody. I think in the defense now, I mean, I'm just the couch coach over here, but I think you need to have one specific person eyeballing the quarterback the whole time,
Yeah, you need
just
to have
in
a spy.
case, because when they do this, you just have that person go to the quarterback no matter what, like as a just in case. Because we've been torched on it 3 times now, 4 times at least. So
Corbin, that's our right now #2 running back on the team.
I love having good running backs
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah,
Credit, it seems like they learned that lesson at the end of the game.
they did. I mean,
Because that's exactly how we stopped it. So
Yeah.
it was fine.
And there goes Ward. And by the way, if you guys aren't aware, this guy here, number 17, Greg Ward, was on the Commanders. So when the AAF was around, he was on the team. So welcome back, Ward.
Let's go. When I first saw that play, I thought it was just a first down. I was so confused. I was like, wait, that's not it is a touchdown because the way the field looks.
Come on, UFL, y'all can afford some paint in the end zone.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, some spray paint. Hobby Lobby's right.
Like that last catch, though, it does show how kind of weak we are in the secondary. Bo Pete Keys, the safety, wasn't available for this game. We also had to get rid of Greedy Williams, another good safety coming into the season. I don't know why we got rid of him after one game. I'm assuming it was his attitude. He does have a bit of an attitude problem.
Oh,
But
now this play.
Okay, so
Should we talk about this play?
let's talk about this. I don't know if we have it queued up or keyed up, but all right, this play right here at the end of it pissed me off in real time because Mon runs, is called for the first down, but then DC challenges it to say that one of the Brahmas linemen held. And whilst Mike Pereira is reviewing this play, he discovers, I guess, that one of our linemen, no, the lineman didn't hold, but he discovers that Mon was just short of that first down that they gave him. So instead of reviewing what the challenge was called for, which is what you're supposed to do, he reviews the whole play and then says, my bad, I should have reviewed that to begin with. So we're going to give DC their timeout back and their challenge back and put San Antonio on at fourth down at 4th and inches.
Yeah. When I initially saw this, I didn't hear that the challenge was for an offsides.
Yeah.
When he first went down,
Or false start. Sorry,
a
false
false
start.
start. When he first went down, I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, that was a huge play, like for running it first down. And then I was like, wait, I don't know if he got a first down. Kind of looked short. And then when he called the challenge, I was like, dang it. He's calling a challenge for it being short. And
Yeah,
so
same.
then
Yeah.
it wasn't until, you told me, because like I just missed it. And you told me, I was dumbfounded because in the NFL that's not a possibility, right? They can't review a play that's already been over like that,
Yeah.
or if you're calling a challenge for something, you can't then notice something else and then call it back because of that thing. It has to be a challenge. So it's like
The challenge is very specific. You have to specifically say, I am challenging, a false start on number whatever, at this point in time. And that's what they're supposed to review.
do you think with this rule, we would feel the same as if the roles were flipped, if that happened with the defenders? You know what I mean?
Okay,
Because
so yeah, I mean, I'm biased, but yeah, I'd be happy if that happened to us. But
at the same time, it's a dumb rule.
But in hindsight, yeah, it shouldn't have happened because it's not the Brahmas' fault that the head of officiating, Mike Pereira, fucked up.
Yeah.
You messed up. You didn't do your job. The other team shouldn't be rewarded because you messed up. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering because like I do like how the UFL has different rules and different things because it makes it more interesting and fun. But then when something like this happens, whether it be for your team or against your team, it's still just kind of like that rubs me the wrong way. I don't like how that's done. I don't think they should be able to do that.
Yeah.
So you know,
I agree. But yeah, that made me mad. But and we didn't convert after, so yeah, Mon
yeah, that's
here.
why I had paused it on the last part just to show. But so all that happens, so they call us at a 4th and 1. So we're like, okay, just a 4th and 1.
And yeah.
We get stopped.
Honestly, bad play calling here. I won't say that
That's
Peyton
pretty
Party.
obvious.
Yeah, Peyton Party didn't call a perfect game. That was just one of the bad calls that I didn't agree with. We still pulled it out in the end, though.
100%. Yeah, I agree with you though. That play was very the
Too obvious.
first 3 weeks. Yeah, most of our plays were way too obvious. That one was way too obvious to me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're gonna run it straight down the middle.
So here we are now, 4th quarter, and this is what's crazy. By the end of this game, Jordan Ta'amu had 300 or a little good sack. I want to say a little over 300 yards passing. He's the number 1 passer in the league by a lot. And even though he still had about 300 yards in this game alone, we still came out on top.
Oh, it was such a good tackle. Oh, that was such a good tackle.
They got McFarland.
Yeah, he broke right through the line and got him.
Abram Smith.
And
Boom!
Dude got
He didn't
the
show it there, but he's showing it
win.
now. He got the wind stuffed out of him.
his second time he hit a brick wall tonight, dude.
Yeah, and again, I said it last episode. Yeah, they're going to make their plays, but we made them pay.
And so here, you were telling me earlier, I don't know if you want to mention it again, but these guys got to touch the person when they go down.
Yeah, yeah.
He jumped right over
who's
him.
24? I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't either.
I'm
We'll
not
find
sure.
out in a second. But he jumps right over him.
But yeah, this was just lack of football IQ. I don't know why. He probably didn't want to hurt himself or hurt the guy catching the ball. He just jumps over him. But that player should have touched him down right there.
Yeah, just put a quick hand on him, then jump.
Yeah, instead just leaps over and doesn't think, shoot, I need to come back and touch this guy down.
Or even toe tap him,
Yeah, honestly, yeah, if his toe would have touched him, it counts as down by contact. But kind of just let him go here. So we got to clean this up.
But at this time too, it was great play. But I'm glad that they got where they got on this play. I'm glad they got within the 15 to 10 to 15.
That goal line defense, man.
Because our goal line defense is great.
Yeah, and this is how we end the game. Good tackle for loss.
Great tackle for loss. I was so nervous.
Oh, I was too.
I was like, don't
I thought we
tie
were
it.
going to go into overtime.
Don't tie it. I was like, come on, defense. And then right here.
They bit on that, but still someone, I guess there was a spy on Teamu.
And if he wouldn't have gone left, I think they could have done better if he would have gone center again. But, and then,
Bad, yeah, just.
Bad. That was all
I
bad
think that
together.
was their tight end. Could have had that. I'm glad he didn't get that.
They're a little ahead of him, but yeah, he still had an opportunity to get it. And then
And
this play, he just gets lit
Did
up.
he get hit?
Yeah, he gets lit up, and I think that's what made him throw like such a bad pass. Is because if you watch number, I don't know who it is, but he comes on the left hand side and then boom.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, he just throws it out, and I was sitting there going, wait, was that it? No flags, no flags.
I was waiting for that too. Like, no flag, no penalty.
I was just like, please don't.
And there it is. So Peyton Party, by the way, youngest coach, I want to say ever for any league. He's 28 years old. So youngest coach.
Really? He's 28?
Yeah, he's 28. First game as the official, head coach. Wins his first matchup. Love it. Happy for him. Excited for the team.
That was awesome. What a game.
Yeah. So this episode is sponsored by HighGardenDelivers.com. HighGarden is San Antonio's premier online cannabis dispensary. They have everything for your smoking needs, from flower, vapes, pre-rolls, and gummies. Check out HighGardenDelivers.com. HighGarden offers same-day delivery. As long as you guys order before 7 p.m., you will get it that same day. Use code GAR10, that's GAR10, for 10% off your first purchase. Once again, HighGardenDelivers.com. Yeah. So
What a
Houston's
game.
up next.
Yes, Houston. Let's see what we got.
It's the home opener. We will be there. Here we go. So, up next, we have the Houston Roughnecks, April 27th. It's a Sunday at 2 p.m. Central. That's 5 days from now. Get your tickets. The Brahmas are going to go on a run.
And they're not expensive.
Yeah,
like
they're not
$20.
Well, they're cheaper again. If you're,
yeah, that's not even like the best prices. I'm just saying, like for good tickets, it's $20.
Yeah, but they should still be running the promo if you're a teacher, student, first responder.
Yep.
There was something else.
Military.
Yeah, you get 30% off. So your tickets start at $15. No excuse not to go. I do anticipate the Brahmas going on a pretty decent run here to close out the season. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. They are definitely a playoff team at this point. I don't care what the record looks like. Based off of what I've seen in their development, especially their attitude under this new head coach, be prepared. I'm calling it. The Brahmas are going to go on a run.
100%.
So.
I'm right there with you. I know when they get home, they're going to – this is the only team – that has had a schedule like we've had, where we start off the season 4 straight
road games,
and then you're going to come home. I bet the anticipation for them and for the fans is just going to be.
I can't wait.
I'm going to be recording. I'm going to be there. I don't know if I've got the face paint going this weekend. We'll see, but I'm just excited.
Our voices are going to be sounding different, I think, after that game.
I already made sure I'm off of work.
Excellent. So yeah, next Sunday, come to the home opener. Cheer on the team. You guys are going to have a good time. We're playing against Houston, which on paper should be a winnable game. My only, I guess, concern is that they're going to start their backup quarterback, Jalen McClendon, who went off in the last game. Yeah. He is a really good quarterback.
They almost pulled it out, but yeah, no, he is. He looked really good. So,
I think what's going to set us apart from Houston in that game is coaching. If you guys have paid attention, can you pull it? What's his? Okay, this is Peyton. Yeah, here we go. Curtis Johnson, Houston's head coach. I don't think he's a good coach. If you guys look at any film with him or with Houston, you can tell his players don't listen to him and don't really like him.
He's got a very interesting coaching style that may not translate very well to certain people.
And then when you look at Peyton Party, especially in the last game, it's nothing but love. The whole team rallies around their coach.
It seems like.
That says a lot about him, dude. He was, 10 days ago, he was a special teams and quarterback coach. Then he was an acting coach, and now he's a head coach, all in about a 2-week span.
It's been a very crazy 2 weeks for the team, and coaching changes and personnel changes, all that good stuff. So I'm just glad that he's having fun and the team's having fun around him.
Agreed. And part of the reason why I also think we're going to go on a run is not just because of how, I guess, the camaraderie with the team and how unified they are now, but when you look at the competition moving forward, again, we've got a winnable game against Houston. Then we play a winless Memphis Showboats. But when we play the Battlehawks again, they're not going to be the same looking team. Do we have it? I know it's tough to look at, but do we have the footage of Manny? I think this is it. So the Battlehawks star quarterback Manny Wilkins goes out right there. No one touched him. He just kind of like popped his Achilles. I don't know what he did there, but
Yeah, just an unfortunate,
you see him.
non-contact
Yeah, he
injury.
goes down. He's out for the season with that. But then in comes their backup, Max Duggan, who sure has accolades in college. Heisman runner-up, went to the championship game and got embarrassed. But Max Duggan is their backup. Look at that. Oh, I don't know. He just stepped wrong and broke his ankle somehow. So he's out for the season. And this team with their backup, Max Duggan, looks a lot different. They don't look good. That was a good pass, but
I'm sorry to go to the wrong point.
it's okay. But ultimately, St. Louis did not look good. Yeah, Max Duggan is mobile. He can move, but he does not make good decisions. He had 2 or 3 interceptions. He's not on the same page with his team. I don't see him getting much better by the time we play them. So I think when we do play St. Louis, that's also going to be a very winnable game.
Oh, he underthrew that like crazy.
Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah, it was a pick right there. Okay, we play DC again at home, which I think we can beat them again. So, again, moving forward, looking at the competition, I'm pretty positive we're going to go on a good playoff run. Okay, so here are the standings after week 4. We moved up from 8th to what is that, 6th?
Yep.
Memphis is
Moving
dead
up.
last. Yeah, moving on up. Memphis is dead last. They haven't won a game yet. Houston is beneath us or underneath us.
The showboats are not showboating out.
I don't agree with Birmingham being ranked number 1.
I mean, only because
Yeah, they beat Arlington, sure, but I guess in power standings, I would put Arlington at number 1, probably Michigan at number 2, then Birmingham, then DC. That's my take on it.
yeah, you do have to kind of put DC the lowest because they did lose to a loss or a winless team in the Brahmas.
You know what's funny about that? Because I do follow other pages, accounts, like teams' accounts, and I didn't know this about DC until I read their fans shitting on them on their own posts.
Really?
That's their MO. Whenever DC has had like a 4-0 or 3-0, like when they've been undefeated in a season, they always lose to the winless team of that year. So this is, I think Orlando during the XFL was winless and got their first win on them. We were winless, San Antonio, and then we get our first win on them. And it's happened before, so
That's too funny.
yeah, good. Keep that tradition up, DC. I'm okay with that. And dude, their fans were booing them in the game when San Antonio first scored, and anytime we like forced them to punt, their fans were mad.
I thought they were more booing us because we were just beating them.
No, they were getting booed. So.
Yeah.
Again, like I said last week, don't expect us to stay at the bottom, and we're already moving up. I think after next week, we're going to move up some more. All right.
We need St. Louis to lose. We need Michigan to lose.
Oh, and they will. I think they will. So yeah, I'm not at all worried about our record at this point.
Heck yeah.
All right. So here are the league leaders after week 4. Kellen Mond stays at number 5. Jordan Ta'amu surpassed Luis Perez. Ta'amu's number 1 now. Look at that, dude. 906.
And by 100 and something, 160, 170 yards.
That's incredible.
That is.
And again, for him to have the game that he had a good game stat-wise and still lost. I'm just too excited. All right, too excited.
Kellen Mond still can go off, though.
Yeah, but Mond still has room to climb. I like that. Anthony McFarland jumped up. 2 weeks ago, he was number 11. Then he jumped up to, I want to say, 4 or 5.
He's only 10 yards away from number 1. He just needs a really good game.
He's 1 yard away from number 2.
Yeah.
Kellen Balaj. So, yeah, McFarland, I think, will stay in the top 3 for the remainder of the season, barring injury, knock on wood. Here we go. Receiving leaders. Jacob Harris stays in the top 3. I want to say he was number 2 last week. Looks like he's staying at number 2. Expect Ty Scott to go down because he's going to be out for a bit. And league leaders in sacks. And this is another cool testament to our win. After week 4, you have 2 of the Defenders players in the top 5. for sack leaders. They did get Mond, I want to say once, but again, we still came out on top. Now, I do need to see some Brahmas players enter into this category.
100%. And I think they will. I mean, I think they got a couple sacks yesterday, but I think they spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
And as unfortunately as no individuals got, I think, multiple.
Yeah, multiples,
So.
yeah. But hopefully that'll change.
Heck yeah.
Okay, and real quick, I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. UnderDog is now the UFL's sports betting partner. So if you guys want to do fantasy or just put some parlays on, you can do it with UnderDog. I put a parlay in this week. I didn't win fully. I flexed it, so I did hit a little bit on my flex.
Okay.
I will put my, I guess, code in the description. It matches your first bet. So if you guys put $20, $50, whatever you put down, UnderDog will match that for you. Give it a shot. It's pretty fun. Makes the games a little more interesting.
Heck yeah. So we got anything else?
Go to the home opener.
If you can make it to the home opener, please go. And if you see us, say hi.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking that's going to be a slim to none chance that anybody's going to recognize us
Right,
and be
like-
like, hey, you're the guys from the stockyard. But no, we'll be there. I'm going to be dressed pretty much similar. I'll probably
Yeah.
have something like this on, or my hoodie and my hat and stuff.
I'll
And
be the guy in the Brahmas shirt.
we're going to be right there on the sideline.
Yeah, we'll be
on
at the 10-yard
away
line.
away.
Yeah, we're on
side.
the wayside, 10-yard line, front row.
Dead.
Be loud if you're in our section. Be rowdy.
We're gonna be
Actually, be
loud.
loud anywhere. Just be loud. Show up. That's the main thing. Let's help our team go on this run that I know they can go on. I would love to see at least 20,000 for our first game. I mean, obviously,
Oh, that would freaking go so hard.
Yeah.
20,000.
we can do it. We can definitely do it.
100% we can. I just think San Antonio, I mean, I said it last year and I'll say it this year. I think UFL needs a little bit better advertising to get people out there. There's
do.
still a lot of people in the home market that don't even know who the Brahmas are, and that is a travesty. I mean, I know not everybody loves football. I get that.
It's Texas, bro. It's
but
San
it's
Antonio.
Texas.
Dude, and that's the thing. Kellen Mond's from San Antonio. Support the local kid. Do we have a local QB on our team? I think that's so badass.
We had one. Yeah, we had Garbers last year.
No, Dormady.
Or Dormady.
Yeah, from Bernie.
Garbers.
I mean, he was from
Dormady,
Bernie,
from Bernie.
which is, right outside, but
It's
still.
a suburb of San Antonio.
Yeah, it is San Antonio. But yeah, no, support the team, support the local kid. Have fun. Again, if you're watching this, share this, bring a friend. Let's pack the dome, y'all.
We'll
Please
see.
like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the notification tab as well. That way you'll be alerted anytime I post a new video. And as always, horns forward.
Horns forward, baby. See you guys next week. With no voices. Okay.
I'll just go on a little rant about it.
Dude, if you can make it to the home opener. Did I cue this one up? I don't know.
Hey, if we're gonna run, you gotta get the video of Sinbad from Necessary Roughness saying we're gonna.
Oh, that's a good one.
You must show us some respect.
Oh, I like that, dude.
It's a seesaw battle. Neither
Yeah.
offense can move.
Yeah, he's like, you must show
Both
some
trying now with the
respect.
ball. Armadillos better stop 'em.
He kicks him.
This is pretty much what the Brahmas are doing now.
Clean kick to the face mask.
I've never seen this movie.
It's so good, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I just skipped for.
Senkutsu elbow thrust to the up back. Oimawatsu roundhouse lunge kick. To the quarterback. Takatami and sword block to the. Shit, never mind.
Fuck it.
Shit, never mind.
Talk about your goddamn parlays.
No, I mean, I could talk
Aiden.
about my parlays. I mean, I won money because I flexed.
Nah, you don't have to get into